Hello, I'm Susanne Forte, and thank you for watching Around APD. In this episode, we're talking to Lieutenant Fred Watson and officers currently assigned to the School Detective Section. We'll learn how the Atlanta Police Department and Atlanta Public Schools have partnered to keep Atlanta students safe. You'll see how officers are building positive relationships with students both in and outside of the classroom, and we'll also hear a few tips to get us back to school ready. Before we get into the feature story, here are 3 things you might have missed if you're not following the Atlanta Police Department on social media. The Atlanta Police Department's homicide unit quickly arrested a suspect in the fatal shooting involving an 81-year-old woman. Just days after the incident where an elderly woman was killed by a stray bullet, APD detectives arrested Johnny Maurice and charged him with felony murder. Congratulations, Chief Turner. Atlanta Police Chief George Turner was named the 2015-2016 President of the Georgia Association of Chiefs of Police. Chief Turner assumed his role as President of the GACP in July, and his new duties include chairing the association's executive board and appointing all committee chairs. APD spent a day in the life of the narcotics unit by detailing their work on social media. The department highlighted Lieutenant Rick Mason, commander of the narcotics unit, and followed the unit as they executed search warrants and worked with law enforcement partners to remove illegal drugs from Atlanta streets. Check out the hashtag #DayWithAPDNarcotics on both Facebook and Twitter to learn more. Today we're at the Communications Center for the Atlanta Public Schools and the Atlanta Police Department School Detective Section, and we're joined by Lieutenant Fred Watson. Lieutenant Watson, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So what is the Atlanta Police Department School Detective Section, and what's your role in the unit?
School Detective Section is a section within the Criminal Investigation Division of the Atlanta Police Department. My role is the unit commander.
Lieutenant Watson, you mentioned that there's about 73 officers that currently serve in the School Detective Section. Can you tell us more about the department and these officers?
Yes, the section is divided into 3 units. It's going to be the alarm response, which handles any alarm calls at Atlanta Public School work sites. You have the investigations, which handles Part 1 or Part 2 criminal investigations. And you have the clusters unit, which is the SROs that's assigned to each Atlanta public, middle, and high school.
Investigator Stripling, what are some after-school programs and what are the kids doing and how are they interacting with our school resource officer?
Programs that are offered through the School Detective Section, one being our athletic program, is where we give back to those children through sports, particularly basketball, dance, and for a lot of the young ladies that are part of the Atlanta Public School that are not a part of any social or sports-related program that is offered at their particular school. We mentor through athletics because we found that is a simpler and easier way to identify with children and get them to interact with us.
And lastly, we know it's back to school time. You know, everybody's thinking about getting ready, being prepared, and being safe. Officer Neufeld, can you tell us or give us some back-to-school safety tips for our students?
If you see something, we want the kids to say something. We want them to come to us, and we want to encourage them so we can speak up and be a voice for those who don't have one. And if you see anything, even beside bullying, anything in school, any criminal related or anything that's of a concern, we want them, the students and the staff, to be able to come to us and help us to speak up for them as well. Also, when entering and exiting the bus, we want the kids to be safe and to check both ways before they cross the street.
Thank you for watching Around APD. Be sure to subscribe to the Atlanta Police Department's social media channels to learn more about department events and happenings.